I'm Penny Moorfield, and I am the inclusion lead for Beaumont Collegiate Academy, which is the lead inclusion school for Cheshire and Warrington, working on behalf of the Youth Sport Trust. I'm also a school games organiser, and I work very closely with all our schools with children with special educational needs needing our support. Part of this programme is a Step into Sport conference, which you're now going to hear all about, and hopefully we'll meet up with you again in February half term, after February half term, to see how you've got on with all your training.
Thanks, Penny. Hi, everyone. I'm Jenna Downing, former world champion inline skater and 10 times British champion and athlete mentor on the Step into Sport programme. And I'm really proud to be this year's athlete mentor for the Warrington and Cheshire region and have the opportunity to work with 3 outstanding young athletes and role models. We've got Dylan Prinsep, Ryan Mahoney and Louis Liptrot, who have been selected as young athlete role models and young mentors to represent their county and inspire other young people to get involved in sport. Not only are these young people fantastic athletes in their chosen sports, they are wonderful role models doing incredible work in their communities. And we want to share a little bit more about their journeys in sport to inspire all of you back in your schools to get involved in sport. So without further ado, I would like to involve Dylan Prinsep to share his journey in his chosen sport. Dylan, over to you.
Hello, my name's Dylan and I'm a big rugby fan. I support a team called Warrington Wolves and we do a lot in the community, but it started off really small. I was just below everyone. I had no clue what was going on. I didn't know anything about sport and so on. But eventually it started to get in the sport and I always found things hard. And from where I am now and from where I was, you know, there's a big difference and it's a big jump. But you know, it's been really difficult for me to process information and instructions and so on. But the Warrington Wolves Foundation eventually started to get involved and they really helped me and they've helped me become the person I am today. And if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing right now. And I just really appreciate what they've done for the community and what they've done for me as a person. And I found school really hard about my condition. I found school really hard and I couldn't really follow instructions and so on. And I couldn't process information as easy as other people could. But the Warrington Wolves eventually started to help me become the person I am. And sometimes it's also about coordination and stuff like that, and memory and personal space and so on. But you know, I find these things hard. I'm still doing what I love at the same time, and I'm not just proud of what the Warrington Wolves Foundation has done for me, but I'm also proud of myself and what I've achieved. And there's been plenty of achievements of what I've done. You know, we've played in stadiums. We've done loads of things for the community. I've been interviewed by Angela Powers with I think it's BBC Sports or Sky Sports, and I've been on the radio, and I've just been a real inspiration for other people, and it's been really great. And we've done so many things, and like I said, Warrington Wolves Foundation, they've done so much, and I'm still working with them now, and they probably will be for a very long time, and I can't wait to, you know, do more things with them and go more far. Although I find things difficult, I don't find it as difficult as I used to, because they've made it easier for me. it's just about, you can do exactly the same as what other people do, but it's just about making it easier for you so you can do that thing. It just takes a while to get on the same level as other people, but eventually you will be on the same level. And I have got a video that's going into a bit more detail. I just want to show you about my journey and so on. So I would like to show you that video.
Your current involvement with sport, what is your role?
To put it simply, really, my role is to just be a role model and to inspire other people, because, you know, I want people like me to be able to do what I can do, and they all deserve to do that, you know what I mean? So my role is to just try and just be up there and be the role model, really. And obviously I'm a rugby player myself. I play for the learning disability team. So, you know, I've got several different roles, and I do several different things, such as playing rugby, promoting the sport, but it just depends, really. But the main thing, what I want to do is whatever it is I'm doing is for other people to look up to me and think, you know what, I want to do what he's doing. So, yeah, my role is to just be a role model.
How did you get into your chosen sport? Did anybody inspire you?
Well, to put this simply, I would just say everyone just grows up and they just naturally get into something, and I think that just happened with me. And one day I started watching rugby on TV, and Warrington was playing, and my mum was watching it, and I started watching it as well. And I started to get into the sport a bit more. At first, I had no clue what it was about, what went on and stuff. But when I got older and older, I started to get into the sport a bit more. And my granddad grew up watching rugby, and my mum, and I just started watching the games. And eventually, I got a season ticket because I really enjoyed it. And ever since I got my first season ticket, I went to every Warrington game. But you know, my inspirations, obviously I'm a fan of rugby and I love watching the sport, but it's more of people that have inspired me. They've inspired me to play the sport, and that's just as important as watching it. But I'm inspired by many people. People that I work with the Warrington Wolves Foundation, a lot of the Warrington players, and just people that I'm inspired by, people that have got me into the sport.
What are your biggest achievements within your sport? Is there anything you are particularly proud of?
Well, I'm proud of everyone, and I'm proud of what we've done. And I think the biggest achievement that we've all done together as a group would be showing everyone what the sport is and what it's about and what people are able to do. And there's been many achievements, but just like from where we was to what we are now is probably the biggest achievement. But I'm also proud of myself because I've showed everyone what the sport is all about, and I try my very best, and I try and show people on my YouTube, and I'm always going to promote the sport, and I'm always going to promote the learning difficulties, rugby, and the physical disability. And it's just about sharing your experience and telling people what it's all about and how great it is. So I feel like there's been a lot of achievements, and such as playing in Anfield, playing in the Halliwell Jones Stadium where the Warrington Wolves play, and I've been interviewed by Angela Powers, and I just think it's really great what we've done and the opportunities that they've given me, and I'm proud of everyone, and I'm proud of myself.
Have there been any challenges or tough times? If so, what did you learn from these?
The most toughest thing is probably when you play the match and you lose. But apart from that, it's all quite chill. But yeah, it is difficult to, you know. I guess the most hardest thing would just be to get
everyone to know about the sport. And when you meet someone, and not everyone likes rugby, and it's hard to get someone into the sport when they don't know anything about it. So it's quite a challenge to get people into the sport, which is quite difficult. But we do try our very best, and we seem to have got a lot of people involved with rugby, although they might not liked it at first. But you know, we've got a lot of people involved. It was tough. It's a challenge, but yeah, I think that's probably the most challenging thing.
What are your hopes and ambitions for the future within your sport?
I just hope that we do what we're doing now, except bigger, and more people start to know about it, and we become a bigger thing. So, and I want to keep promoting the sport and making people aware, and just getting more people involved, really. It's just about making it grow. All I want is for us to grow and make greater things happen. Hopefully we'll become more well known. So I just think we need to keep doing what we're doing, really.
What advice would you give younger people thinking of getting into sport?
Advice I'd give you, listen, sport is really life-changing. And if you want to do something, I promise you can do that thing. If you have learning difficulties, if it's physical disabilities, trust me when I tell you this, sport is for every single person, not just some people. It's for everyone. And I can even prove that point because I have learning difficulties, but I do play sport, and it brings you confidence. And it's about working as a team, and you're all in it together. I'm in a group of people with learning difficulties that all play sport. We all play rugby. We play in stadiums. We play with the actual first team players, and we've done so many things, even though we find things hard and we've got learning difficulties. And you know, it's turn it into a superpower. This can be a superpower for you. It can be a strength. So what we've got to do is just you can just do this. You know, you've got learning difficulties, but you just got to go for it. You know, you might think, you know what, I can't do this. It's too difficult. But sports for everyone, whether you've got learning difficulties or not learning difficulties. I promise you now, anyone can do it, and sport is for everyone.
Wow, look, Dylan, amazing words there. Such an inspiration. Thank you so much for sharing your story in sport. It's clear that you're really passionate about helping others. And even though you have a disability, you really use that to your advantage to push yourself to be the best you can be. So Dylan, a huge thank you for sharing your story. I thoroughly enjoyed that, as I'm sure everybody else did in school.
You're welcome.
Okay, over to our next young role model. We have got Ryan Mahoney. Ryan, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, my name's Ryan, and I play rugby, and this is my story through sport.
Hi, my name's Ryan Mahoney, and this is my life through sports. So it all started here at playing for Crossfields at the age of 6. My dad, mum and brothers knew there was something special about me, so I gave it a go. Now here I am with so many achievements, like getting Player of the Year, winning the North West County Cup final, playing at Anfield and Warrington Wolves too. I faced quite a few challenges in life, like my anxiety, my confidence dropping, and I didn't really have many friends in school because I've got autism and ADHD. But what got me through those tough times was my family, friends and me doing sports. My aspirations are to own my own clothing line and to help young people in sports, as well to get a degree in business and be the best that I can be. From this I learned how to communicate and trust others, which helped me a lot with my anxiety and confidence. I gained leadership from being captain from the Warrington Wolves and the RL team. I think sport is very important for young people as it helps on the mental and physical health, and it's a way of making friends. I'd recommend it for young people because it's helped me through a lot of my life. Because of my autism and ADHD, people thought I couldn't do anything, couldn't be anything big. But here I am now. I've got so many achievements, making my dreams come true. Anything is possible if you can do it too. I'm Ryan Mahoney, and thank you for listening to my story through sport.
Amazing, Ryan. Congratulations. Fantastic
you.
story yet again. And it's really, really great to hear not just about your achievements in sport and everything you've got from sport, but also about the friends you've made, the skills you've learned, and how it's helped you believe in yourself, the confidence you've managed to gain from sport. All of these things are so important, and so many young people can benefit from sport. So thank you for sharing your wise words with us. Really, really inspirational.
It's okay.
Thanks, Ryan. Over to our last young role model, and this is Louis Liptrot. So Louis was a young role model last year, and he's back this year as a young mentor to pass on his knowledge, pass on his experiences as a mentor to help inspire more young people to be active within sport. So Louis, can you introduce yourself and your journey in sports?
So, hi guys, I'm Louis Liptrot. I am 18. I was born in Manchester. I moved to York age 4 and eventually moved back to the area aged 14 and completed my GCSEs, and now I'm at college at Warrington Vale Road College. I have spina bifida, meaning my spine didn't fully develop in the womb, and I also have hydrocephalus, which is an irregular buildup of fluid in the brain. I've always been in a wheelchair from the age of 3, which has allowed me to be fully independent. I was involved. I've been involved in sport my whole life. I was involved in primary school PE lessons. But at the age of 10, the 2012 Paralympics changed my life. I was given the opportunity by my nana and granddad to attend the men's and women's wheelchair basketball. I looked for a club in York to go and have a go and started training weekly with York Sharks. I was fortunate to have an uncle who was happy to sponsor the club and buy 5 specialist wheelchairs, of which one would be mine. I trained and played for Sharks for 4 years, including 1 year at Division 3 of the British Wheelchair Basketball National League, just after I moved from York to Manchester. After 3 years after that year, I moved to St Helens Vikings Wheelchair Basketball Club and continued to play in Division 3 of the National League. After 3 years of playing with Vikings, this summer I decided that it was time to move from Vikings to the Manchester Giants, who are affiliated with the British Basketball League's Manchester Giants, to push myself to reach my goal of reaching the National Academy and senior squads. So a little bit more about my story. I played St Helens Vikings, entered Division 3 in 2016, and I came to play them based at Lansbury Bridge School in St Helens. My club coaches in 2016 were Sue Peel and Chris Greenhouse. I attended under-18s trials for the Northwest at Lancaster University Sports Centre, which is the hub for the Northwest in British Wheelchair Basketball, and I was selected to represent the Northwest, playing at the National Championships in Worcester and won gold. Since selection, I have acquired a brand new RGK Elite wheelchair, which was funded by Variety Club, and has helped me to take up it up to the next level. I am indebted to my mum, who has drove me all around the country to play. I currently am training with the Manchester Giants Mavericks and the regional academy led by BWB, and with my sights set on playing for GB and professionally. 2 of my heroes, Billy Bridge, an ex-Viking and GB under-22, has helped me throughout my career since I joined Vikings, and Greg Warburton has also been an idol of mine, as he represented the Northwest as I am now. Both these players have gone on to play professionally in Spain and have both represented GB at various levels, and all being well, hopefully Tokyo 2020. now being Tokyo 21. I hope to play at the highest level and one day represent my country at the Paralympics. After my competitive career is over, I would love to coach wheelchair basketball, the next stars of wheelchair basketball, as well as achieving the best while I can. I hope to also to complete a coaching degree and utilize this to help me improve my sport and future career I may have after my sport career is over. A quote I live by, this quote is from the great things come from hard work, perseverance, no excuses. This quote is from Kobe Bryant, LA Lakers legend, who was known for his Mamba mentality of never settling for the minimum. Before his passing, he set up both the Basketball Academy and charity to carry his legacy into the new generation, both of athletes and citizens. Some of the backroom staff that I have been involved with over the years, my family, community clubs, which are York Sharks, St Helens Vikings, and Manchester Giants Mavericks. Coaches that I've been involved with are Emma Sheldon, Sue Peel, Nick Howard, Nick Frost, Lee Horsley, and Pete Fimbo. I have also been sponsored by Variety Club, who have funded my chairs, and I also look up to Greg Warburton, Billy Bridge, and Abdi Jammer, who have all helped or inspired me in some way across my journey. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Louis. Thank you for sharing your inspirational story. Again, another incredible journey that you've gone on, and it's fantastic to see how sport has shaped your life. It's influenced your education. It's influenced what you want to go on and do in the future, and has played such a big impact across your life. And now it's clear to see that you're really passionate about inspiring others to also get involved in sport. Thank you, Louis. Thank you, Dylan. Thank you, Ryan. 3 incredible stories there. I hope they've inspired all of you to want to get involved in sport. I know they've inspired me today. Let's use their wise words of inspiration. If we enjoy a sport, let's keep going. Let's keep practicing. Let's push ourselves to be the best that we can be. Who knows where it could take you? For Dylan, Ryan, and Louis, it has completely changed their life. Maybe it could do the same for you. Get involved in sport, enjoy. Who knows where it will take you? Thank you for listening today, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.